Thank you so much for doing this.
No problem. No problem.
First, I just wanted to offer my condolences on behalf of True Star as well, because I know how hard it must be to have to go through this, especially in these times, these unsettling times.
I really appreciate that. It's been a roller coaster, really. I didn't have a lot of closure because of everything, and we're still social distancing, so we couldn't have a funeral or anything like that. So this really helps me with closure. So thank you.
Yeah. So whenever you're ready, I'd like to ask you a couple questions about your experience.
All right, no
So
problem.
what were your thoughts on COVID when it first broke out?
I was like everybody else, and I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of naive, and I didn't really take it as serious as I needed to, and it never really dawns on you until it happens firsthand to you. So I was kind of, nonchalant about it. Oh, I'm still gonna, things are still gonna run smoothly. Everything's gonna be okay. I didn't really believe it.
Yeah, so how did your perspective change when you were personally affected by the virus?
Oh my gosh. It's like that SpongeBob meme where the room is spinning and you're trying to get a hold of everything. It's just like that. Just instantly immersed in just different emotions and memories. And I lost a big part, like my father. Like that's
Yeah.
a big part of me. And I'm still kind of trying to grasp it all right now. It's really not real, but I just try to live every day and in memory of him, and try to really spread the word that this is real and it's taking people, and you have to take it seriously. So
Yeah, you do. You have to take it seriously. So what are some things you feel are important for your peers to know about the virus?
I think that we are doing a good job social distancing, and that's like one of the first things that you have to kind of attack it by wearing your protective gear and your gloves and your mask and hand sanitizing and sanitizing everything, because that's the preventative measures you have to take. That really helps, like taking your vitamins, making sure you're distancing. So just the little things help. They do help. I know it doesn't seem like it, but auntie is right. We got to stay in the house. Auntie like we're right. We got to stay in the house.
Yeah, that's true. If you don't mind me asking, how did your father get the virus?
Okay, well, around election time, a friend of the family, he's in politics. I'm going to keep his name disclosed, but he was doing some rounds downtown, political friend, and he was like visiting different places in the Thompson Center, and he was trying to, doing the preventative measures, trying to give people gloves and masks, and he was more aware of it than me. Like, he was more like, hey, everybody, you got to be safe. This virus is coming, so you guys got to be safe, giving out masks. And when he came home that night, instantly, and my father was never one, he was the strongest guy that I knew. And I know everybody says that, but he really was a strong guy. I didn't really see him cry much or anything. But when he came home and he said, I don't feel well, I'm cold. And he was cold. And I knew it was serious. So as the days progressed, like, he instantly quarantined himself, and he said it felt like an elephant was sitting on his chest. And I never in my life have I seen him use an inhaler. He had an inhaler by bedside. Like, I can't breathe. Like, I need this. So it really it takes you and it rips you apart. So it's serious. And to see it with my own eyes, it's like, oh my God, it's real.
So when your father first started showing like symptoms of being sick, did you think it was corona at first?
No, honestly, even till the last call that I got, because he went to the hospital and he was in there for 14 days on ventilator and everything. And the last call I got before they induced him under, I was still kind of nonchalant, like, man, this is not real. Like, why are you calling me from the hospital? Like, no, dad, this is like, stop playing. Like, this is a joke. Like, don't play. And he's telling me, like, this might be the last time I'm talking to you guys for a while. Take care of your mother. Stay out of the way, and just be the man that I know you guys can be. And those are the last words I've heard, from my father. So it's kind of, it's tough. It's real.
Yeah, I bet. Ugh. How are you and your family coping with the loss of your father while having to stay in quarantine?
Man, I try to smile as much as I can, but it's times that I break down, and I'm just real, and I'm just being an alumni True Star and just a Chicago native, like we have that diehard, like that hard nature, but I break down and it's very hard. My father, a lot of my friends and people that I know didn't grow up with fathers and things like that. So my dad was like a dad to everybody, you know, and it hurt, but the overwhelming, like, just apologies and people giving condolences, that really helped to just let me know that my dad didn't, you know, his time was cut short, but he didn't die in vain. You know,
Yeah,
he
he
really
touched
left
a
a
lot of
mark.
people.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did. Yeah. So
Yeah, well, that's a good thing to be reminded of. What sort of things have you been doing to occupy your time during quarantine?
writing a lot of how I feel, spending time with loved ones, making sure my mom is good.
Yeah.
For me, like, that's my everything now. From, like, to hear the last words my dad saying, like, take care of your mom, and that's a 40. They've been together for like 40 years or something, like, yeah, like 40 years married, like 30, 35 or 36, so a long time. So to hear stories from my mom, you know, from back in the day when they first met, and things that I've never heard before, is different for me. So I know she's really, really hurt. So I just want to be here as much as I can for her and just help her in many different ways. I'm cooking more, you know, I'm
Yeah.
cooking me. So I'm cooking more, cleaning, helping out, and it's very big shoes to fill. But my older brother as well is doing a very good job stepping in and helping. So we had four corners. Now four corners is now, you know, three, but we're making it work.
Yeah, well, that's a good attitude. I'm glad you're feeling not hopeless, or you feel like you
Yeah.
have some hope in this time. So
Yes.
to wrap things up, if you had to convince your peers to stay home in order to stay safe, how would you tell them?
I would just say, look at me, look at my father, look at, you know, people know me to just bring joy and try to help and give the best advice that I can, and just use me as an experience. I lost someone that is so pivotal to not only me, but the community and the city of Chicago, my father, John Jones Hill. And I really, really miss him. I can never get him back. And this time is just, it's so, so important. You have to take it serious. So please
Yeah.
stay safe, stay healthy, and stay in the house. That's all I got to say. Like, that's that.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you. Keep rocking. Keep it up. Keep up the
Thanks.
good work. Thank you.
I will. Okay. It was nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you too. Thanks.
All right.